You know, John scared the holy bejesus out of me.
I kind of figured it did.
In the room, and all of a sudden that countdown starts. Scared the hell out of me. Hey, Annie.
What are you guys all up to?
Just crocheting.
Heidi ho.
Waiting for Zach to come home. He's having issues at work tonight. One of the aides called him a something sucker.
Really?
He called him.
Why?
Because they have cards with the residents' names on them that tells them what kind of diet they have so they know what to give them. And this aide wanted him to pull a person's cards so they can get them served first. It doesn't work that way. If they're out in the dining room, then they get served in the order the cards are there. And he kept telling her, and others were telling her, and then she called him a something sucker. And I was like, you need to,
Really?
I was like, you need to report that. And he's like, I don't want to cause trouble. And I was like, if you let them get away with it, they're going to keep doing it. They can walk all over you.
Yep. No, that's not a good idea. He needs to report it.
And I was like, now, if you don't want to, I will. I was like, do you want your mama to go to your workplace and start talking to the administrator about all this stuff that's been going on? No. Well, you better take care of it then.
I had a day filled with family drama. Sorry, I dipped out earlier without saying goodbye, but I had some things I needed to deal with right then.
I'm really seeing the top half of my head. Is that better? A little bit?
Yep.
Okay. I have to turn the camera off too.
Hey, everybody in chat. Hi, John. Hi, Joe.
Hey, Annie. Hi, Joe. I'm over at Mishy's right now too, seeing what's going on.
I don't have the brain power to do two things at once tonight.
It's muted. I'm just watching. Here and there.
Family drama makes my brain hurt.
Yeah.
Hi, Connie.
Hi, Connie. I don't have any chats open, so I don't see nobody. So it's up to you. Up to you to read the chat tonight, Annie.
Okie dokie. Well, it's a good thing my vision's clear tonight. I have been coughing and sneezing all day today. It's like I was trying to talk to Andrew. I'd cough and sneeze, then he'd have to sneeze and blow his nose, and he goes, well, we're a good pair.
Yeah, I expect Zach any time, or he may call first. And he'll say he's getting for ice cream or something. I don't know. Him and Toby.
Actually, you know what sounds really good right now? It's a
chocolate
milkshake. No, a chocolate milkshake just sounds good.
French fries.
Nah, not necessarily fries. But yeah, I do like.
Onions are good that way too.
Do you know that is one of Anthony's favorite meals? He gets it once a month, and that's French fries and a milkshake from DQ.
That's a meal.
That's it for him. That's a meal.
Oh wow.
He gets 2 large orders of French fries and a large milkshake, and he's just a happy camper.
There's the protein and stuff.
That's the only thing he'll eat from a restaurant.
Weird.
Yeah.
He is my son, you know. So, no structure. So I had to order a new hand crank thing for my knitting machine because somebody broke mine Saturday. Uh-huh. She stripped the gears.
How the hell did you do that?
The yarn knotted, and instead of looking to see why the yarn wasn't going through, she just kept trying to force the handle. It's all right.
Well, Tammy, Jessica's right there. She just goes up on screen.
Mary Crafty Corner
What's on the chat here?
does not have steak fingers. I've actually never heard of those.
Mary Crafty Corner, what?
She said, add the steak fingers. Never heard of steak fingers.
Steak fingers from where?
I'm assuming since I was talking about DQ, she's talking about DQ. I'm not sure. That would be a Mary Crafty Corners question.
I know I know it's an American thing. I know the American menu is a lot different than the one up here.
I don't know.
And it varies in states too. Because I know Billy was telling us about the DQ menu in Texas, where he was. And I'm like, no, I already knew. No, they don't even have it. No, not even. None of that. They had none of whatever had the menu down there.
I was tired of seeing myself.
Oh. Let me do that again. Oh. Mary Crafty Corners in Texas. And yes, Connie, I watched the replay, or Bill watched the replay, and he thought they were adorable. We have chicken strips with white gravy, which is one of my favorite things. Is the chicken basket.
Well, Jack likes the gravy for that.
I used to like the Texas toast, but now it just comes with regular bread toast.
Yeah.
That was disappointing.
Steak fingers with white gravy.
There you go. You can.
Hey, Taffy. Taffy says hi, JoJo. And John. And
See,
Jessica.
but Mary, this would be like a French thing. When in France, they just call it fries. They just call it toast. So in Texas, they would just call it toast, would they not? And you would just get Texas toast?
No, it's called Texas toast because that's the brand. It's not from Texas. That is the brand name. It's really thick bread.
Well, the cut is Texas toast because it's thick cut. That makes it Texas toast, not the brand. We have Texas toast up here by Bellagio.
Brand name on the bag called it's a Texas toast brand. They have strips like tortilla strips, Texas toast tortilla strips that go in your salad. It's a brand.
No, like Texas toast is the style of toast. It's the thick cut. It's like banana bread and raisin bread.
But it's a brand name. Look it up. Texas toast.
I know. I understand, but what I'm saying is up here, Bellagio or our McCormick, like our bread people, sell Texas toast. It's thick cut. So, but in Texas, would you not just order toast and get Texas toast?
No, because if you order toast, you just get regular bread.
But you're in Texas.
but it doesn't matter. It's a cut. It's not
But
from Texas.
but you're
It's
not
just
ordering. But you're not ordering toast. You're ordering bread.
no.
If
It's
you order,
called Texas toast.
but if you order toast, would it not be Texas toast? Otherwise,
John,
it would just be toasted bread.
my brain power is about the size of a pea right now. So but possibly no. I'll put it that way. Thank you, Taffy. What Taffy said.
That's what I just said, though. You said it's a brand name.
It is also a brand name. I'll mute. Sorry, that's going to be happening a lot tonight. Pollen was thick again. Even after the rain, it's like it rained and the wind started blowing and everything dried up, and then you could just see the pollen floating through the air today. Freaking trees.
See, so okay, Texas toast. Now, New York Bakery makes it. Wonder makes it. Dempster's makes it. Ferlani makes it. Sara Lee makes it. Pepperidge Farms makes it.
Right, it's a style.
Our brand. Our brand. No, I'm looking for an actual brand Texas toast. I haven't found a brand Texas toast yet. Every bread company makes it.
Oh man, it'd help if I could spell.
Mrs. Baird.
Hey, hang on. Going to send you something.
Beehive.
All right. All I can do is send you the actual copy.
Picture, screenshot, whatever.
Well, no, I can't do that. I'm not here. I'm just sending it to the group. Now click on that and you will see the Texas Toast brand.
That's Kroger brand.
No, I sent you Texas Toast brand.
That's Kroger brand. That's Kroger brand Texas Toast. Made by Kroger.
I didn't click the Kroger one. Oh, I did. I'm sorry. I didn't click the one I meant to. The next one is correct. It is made in New York, so I don't know why they call it Texas Toast.
That's New York Bakery.
That's why I said I don't know why they. It's just a form of toast, but there is a Texas Toast brand, as you see.
But what I'm saying though is when in Rome.
Speak Italian?
Well, no, like so when in Texas, if you just order toast, technically you should get Texas toast. If you're in France and you order toast, you should get French toast.
No, you get toast.
But if you're in France and you order toast, technically you should get French toast. Should you not?
No, because French.
But you're in France. You're in France. You should get French toast if you order toast.
You just get toast.
If you order, but you should get French toast because you're in France, speaking French.
You're just trying to make it difficult for people.
No, calling things by another name when you're in somewhere else makes things difficult.
But I didn't make the names. I just say them. But
they call it Canadian. They call it Canadian geese, but up here we just call them geese.
No, because those are a species of geese.
We just call them geese up here.
Canadian geese.
We just call them geese.
Jessica.
Yes, ma'am.
Pinch him. Can she?
We just call them geese. We know what they are. We know they're Canadian because they always come up here. They're from here, so we don't call them Canadian geese. We just call them geese.
Well,
We
they
don't call them
come here
American bald eagles. We just call them bald
West
eagles.
Geese. All over here. Do you know where Bill works? And this is so freaking annoying. There is a flock of Canadian geese that live there. They will fine you if you hit one of them in your driveway. And the damn thing's running right out in front of your car and just stop and look at you like, what you gonna do now? And you have to wait for him to cross the road.
Okay, well, it's like children. So are you going to hit a kid who jumps out in front of you and goes, "What are you going to do?"
Now say that again. I'm not
You're not going to hit
shitting
a
about
kid.
the hour tonight,
You're not going to
John.
hit a child if he does the same thing.
No.
You're not going to hit a child if he does the same thing. No,
animal, but it's
but you're
just
going to
their
hit a goose.
attitude. They figured out that they can stop traffic.
You're willing to hit a wild animal, but I'll guarantee, but
I already did.
I'll guarantee you won't hit a cat or a dog, but you'll hit a goose.
But I'll hit a what?
You won't hit a cat or dog, but you'll hit a goose.
You won't
No, I
hit a
won't.
cat
I
or a
won't
dog.
hit any animal if I can
But
avoid
you'll
it.
hit a goose.
No, I won't hit any animal if I can avoid it. Now, if it comes between hitting a car and hitting the animal, I'm going to hit the animal. I'm sorry, because I haul people in my car that I could put in danger and people in the other car. But no, if I can avoid it, I will either stop or swerve around it. Only one type of goose
No,
lives
there's
by
lots
you.
of geese live by me.
I mean, we have
We got snow geese.
Geese, they're ducks, but we do have a very large population of
We got
Canadian
farm geese.
in Virginia. They like the river.
What'd you say?
We have a
Snow
large
geese or ducks?
no, mallards are ducks. We have mallards.
Yeah, duck.
We have Canadian geese. We have loons. Oh, I miss our loons. They filled that lake in, and you used to be able to go out and sit on the porch and listen to the loons call back and forth at night. It's beautiful. Geese are just annoying, and they shit everywhere.
Apparently, I'm supposed to put green in over there at Macy's. She's doing a giveaway
Like cats, like feral cats.
of some ice yarn.
Actually, at least cats.
I got more feral cat shit in my yard than I do. I got more feral cat shit in my yard than I do goose crap.
I have no feral cat poop in my yard. I just have plain cat poop in
And
my
the cats
yard.
the cats I know are owned by people.
Then they're not
The
feral.
geese know better.
They're not feral.
Geese have
If they're owned, they're not feral.
Respect. The geese have respect. They're not domesticated geese. Well, you know what I mean. They're wild running cats.
They're illegal.
Collars.
It's illegal in West
Because
Virginia. I don't know
their
about.
owners don't care about them.
If y'all can find out about this in other states, let me know. But in the state of West Virginia, it's illegal to try to tame Canadian geese.
I've never heard of that, but I don't know.
Domesticate them here. It's illegal. You
Well,
get fined if you try to domesticate them.
You can't domesticate a crow or raven, or you can't have in captivity a bald eagle
Yep.
under some conservation act. You can hunt geese here though.
You can or you can't.
As long as you get a license for it.
Well,
You can if you have a license for it.
You can hunt geese down here, but you can't domesticate them because a lot of people have tried to steal the eggs and domesticate them. They got in a lot of trouble over it. I mean, it's not like we don't domesticate ducks. Why do we need to take a wild animal that lives free and try to do that? Is it crows, Angela, or
We give it cows,
starlings?
ravens,
No, she said black crows.
starlings. Starlings are like mice here.
I freaking hate starlings.
No, starlings are magpies.
But Well, I don't like the starlings because one, they will steal other birds' nests, lay their eggs, and let them raise their young, but they will devour a garden in a heartbeat. Put up a
Yep,
scarecrow.
snakes do the same, or not snakes, but scarecrow. Have you ever passed by a farmer's field and seen how many crows are on a scarecrow?
Not around me because my scarecrow has whirligig arms. They do say, Angela, and we have tried it, and it did work somewhat, to get one of those hooting owls, and it will scare the crows away. Because an owl will eat a crow.
Those don't work either.
We've had a little
People,
bit of luck.
the businesses, the car dealerships will put them on top of all the corners of all their buildings and stuff to try and keep the crows and pigeons away. They don't work. They rest right on top of the owls.
We don't have problems with that here. It's freaking pigeons.
The plastic owls.
We have. Do you know, I can't, until about 1994, 90, you did not see pigeons in this part. Now, you did in the cities, but where I lived, you never. Now it's like, there's like freaking flocks of them everywhere. And they poop on everything. Stinky little buggers.
What is that?
It's either chicken, fish.
Is it fried something?
I'm saying chicken, fish, or cookie dough. No,
It's
it's not
fried
fish.
goose.
Or Jess don't eat fish.
Fried goose chunks.
Fish.
It'll be better if she was on mute so we could hear what she's talking about.
I don't know. She's muted, so we can't hear her. I can't smell it because we don't have smell
It's like guess what I'm eating. I'll tell you if you're correct or not. It's fried something.
Fried chicken? Fried cookie dough?
Well, we know she doesn't eat fish.
Something I don't
It's not
eat.
fried fish.
No, it's fish. It's fish.
See, I was
You don't
right.
eat fish.
Fish.
It's not cod.
Catfish?
You said all fish taste like
Papa.
fish.
It's hot.
It's a puffin. You can't eat puffin.
She said
Puffin's
it
a
was
bird.
No, fucking puffin.
Why would you eat it when it's hot?
because cold fish is gross.
Thank you. I already don't eat fish. Cold fish is even worse.
I'm not a fan of cold fish.
Yeah, but you can't eat it hot because you can't really enjoy it.
Well, it's spicy hot and hot. I got double hot.
Yeah, that'd be like a no. Why?
And if I've cooked it, then I know it's
Where's
all
your
the way
tartar
dead.
sauce to dip it into?
It's hot.
Where's your tartar sauce to dip it into?
Catfish. Whew. Okay, you want a bite?
Catfish, some malt vinegar
No.
over it.
No, it's too hot. I don't need hot food.
You don't eat hot food? Like spicy hot or hot hot?
No. No, temperature hot.
Bill's food
You
has
can't
to be.
enjoy food when it's hot. It just burns your mouth.
Yeah,
I like the foods I like that are hot are like chicken and noodles and soups like chili and vegetable soup. I like really hot.
I like
Otherwise,
scalding hot. I do not like warm.
Well, yeah, but but if it's so hot, it's going to burn your tongue when you put it in your mouth, and the temperature is too hot. It's like
That's
drinking
why you
scalding
blow
hot
on it
coffee.
before you put it in your mouth.
yeah.
Or
You
just
do
let it
that
sit
in-
and cool off for like 2 minutes. Just wait 2 minutes and it'll cool off.
John, you are
And you can eat
talking
it all
to
at
a
once.
who ate cold meals for 15 years by the time everybody got served and things were done. If I eat my food has to be hot. If it's hot, I'm not eating.
Well,
You could be like
but no, but
Michaela.
like there's a difference between like pull out of the oven, like you're not gonna pull out of the oven and put a fork in it right away and put it right in your mouth.
Yes, I am.
Like that's too hot. That temperature,
Yeah,
that's way too hot. Why would you do that?
yeah,
Because
that's
At
for sure.
350 degrees, why would you put that in your mouth?
John, we were born with lips so we could go and cool our food before we put it in our mouth.
You blow it.
You can be like Michaela.
Not
She gets a
350
bowl.
degrees. It's way too hot.
Michaela gets a bowl.
Somebody else to blow on.
Michaela gets a bowl of ice cream and she looks at me and takes a spoon of it and blows on it before she eats it. I was like, "What are you doing?"
Warming it up.
Wasn't it hot? And I was like, "It's
It's
ice
too cold.
cream. It's
It's too
cold."
cold. You gotta warm it up.
Yeah.
And she's like, "I'm silly." And I was like, "Yes,
See,
you
I can't eat. I can't eat cold ice cream. It's
Ew. Why would
ice
you
cream
eat
has to be smooth enough. No. Just hear me for a second. Hear me out for a second. Now, hard serve, like hard ice cream, has to be smooth enough that you can actually put a spoon into it rather than bending your spoon. Like, why would you
well,
put your spoon into it and break your
Billy
spoon?
ice
It's
cream?
too hard. You're not going to eat that. You might as well stick rocks in your. You might as well stick rocks in your mouth. Like the logic is just not there.
I'll eat it either way.
Yeah. Now,
Too
Billy
hot,
says
too
ice cream
cold.
he's the only person I've ever seen do that. And he said that's because when it's really hard, you can dig the fork down in there and get you a bite.
Yeah.
You don't do that. I like soft serve. If I eat ice cream, it's soft serve ice cream, but it's
Could be
cold.
like soft.
Well, it's because I get my ice cream from Dairy Queen. It's already soft serve. I don't mess.
The soft serve ice cream is never cold. Like even from Dairy Queen, it melts before they hand it to you.
No, ours doesn't.
Yeah, the Dairy Queen here, it
Maybe
doesn't
you got to eat it
care.
like right away.
Well, yeah.
McDonald's you do. McDonald's you do, but Dairy Queen stays pretty solid for a long time.
Hey,
At
Greg.
least someone here does.
French
That's why I always
fries. And hey, Larry.
always get a cup. Always have to get a cup with it.
Oh, wow, Tammy, you never had
From a
catfish?
dessert.
Catfish is good, but you got to remember two
Oh,
things.
talking about dessert.
Yum.
What's
You
that?
have to cut off the belly flaps and get the mud strip out. Otherwise, it just tastes like dirt.
Butter
Yeah, you have to prepare catfish
butter
correctly.
tart.
And you got to soak it in buttermilk for about an hour before you fry it. You dredge it and fry it. That's what's the best.
You just won or spun a wheel, and I don't know what it was for.
Butter tart.
I like butter tart. Homemade?
You see
Or about
McDonald's.
just fact.
Whatever she wanted. I don't know if that was 100 ball yarn or what, but Nancy McDonald won. She don't have volume. She just spun a wheel.
Do you know, Greg, that a lot of people do not understand the difference between ice cream and ice milk?
And ice what?
There's ice cream and then there's ice milk. It is two different things.
There's also iced milk.
Ice milk is a little grainy from the ice crystals in it, where ice cream is smoother because it has more cream in it. So generally speaking, one is made with milk and one is made with cream. That's your difference. Both good in their own right. When I'm in I am not a huge ice cream fan to begin with. Oh, frozen custard is completely different. Although I could do
Ice cream sounds good, but I don't have any. Maybe I'll just throw some chocolate milk in a bowl, put it in the freezer. That'll work.
Take it.
you can, but you have to periodically get in there and stir it as it's setting up.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I could throw some yogurt. I got yogurt.
TCBY, and I like them as well.
Ice yogurt or frozen yogurt?
Give me my damn fish.
I can throw some in the freezer and have frozen yogurt. I got several things of it in
Throw in
there.
the Slurpee machine.
Mm.
Yeah, Slurpee. I do like that.
Put any food into a Slurpee machine and drink it.
Except
If
for
I
me.
had,
I would
if I had cheese, I think I'd add Cool Whip to it.
Don't need help. I just need to share.
That'd be good.
Can I have that piece?
But I don't have any sugar-free Cool Whip.
Yeah, Bill was sitting there looking. He goes, "What's for dessert?" And I said, "Fresh fruit and whipped cream." And he said, "Why?" And I said, "That was a very spicy, heavy dish.
Yes.
Wait for dessert." Yeah, Tammy, except for all of our 7-Elevens closed. Maybe Turkey with you. I like that. Shoot, I forgot to say that to my son when I was talking to him earlier. Because we usually always say, "May the 4th be with you." Oh, Joe, before I forget,
Yes.
you won't be around for bingo tomorrow because I have to go to the store Tuesday, Wednesday. I have training, so probably won't be able to get together with you for bingo until Thursday.
Okay.
Huh?
That sucks, but okay.
I know, life is life.
Okay. Tony's going to be flying back tomorrow, so she won't be at bingo.
All I'm seeing is a bean.
I'll just go hang out with Herb and play
Can I
bingo.
have the beans?
What was that, Jess?
Sorry, I didn't know I was unmuted. I'm
Okay.
getting food.
Bean.
Hey, sure.
Now the Slurpees that you or ices, it's not Slurpees, you get at Speedway. They have a sour green apple one. Oh my god!
I'm going to the apple orchard here. Even the one back by Dad's, and they have ices or Slurpees or whatever you want to call them. And they're got several different kind of apple ones. They got pear, and a couple of others. And they're really good. They're expensive as
They
hell,
have a
but they're
dragon
really
fruit
good.
one, the sour green apple one, and they have a peach tea one. Which I was like, I love peach tea, but I was like, don't know. That's as good as well, especially in the middle of summer. It's really hot. It's very cool.
You I see giving away a rainbow cake at Macy's, everybody saying, I'll try for somebody. Don't know who. Somebody will give me a giveaway or something. 'Cause I don't usually. They got first names. But I'll try.
Hey, Sarah.
Hey, Sarah. Oh, thank you, Chris. I'll write that down. I do make homemade popsicles for myself with fresh fruit. Nobody else will eat them. Although Bill will eat the watermelon popsicles I make.
And sometimes I make smoothies and just throw them in the freezer.
Oh, they're going to put
And then I can afford some fruit.
They're putting him in a heart clinic.
What?
They're going to put him in a heart clinic. He has a growth on his lung.
Who's this?
My little brother.
Okay.
His daughter's sending me updates. I know she's wanting me to go see him, but I don't think I can do that.
Sounds like you need someone to take care of him, like a nursing home or something.
We got 1 7-Eleven left in town here.
I was sad with this place. I like
The
7-Eleven.
Slurpee machine is always empty.
Oh no, ours is always working. They had the best hot dogs.
They have a gas station there where I lived before here, and they never had it going either. It was always empty. I was like, come on, people. Um, they have a gas station up by the high school here, and they got really good Slurpees. Someone had one on sale too. Oh, Casey's. I think on Thursdays, I think it is. They're like 79 cents or something for a large. Mm.
So I got to move some stuff around because this is the best room for my husband to be in, according to my research today. It needs lots of natural indirect light. I have a couple of those in the freezer, Sarah. And the slush puppy ones that you can get now, I like those as well. I keep those in the freezer for the baby for the summertime.
Locker in between the two doors.
Uh,
It's too much for her to get into out there.
It's been a long, short day.
His name, Bonnie, somebody or another one that. No, it was. Really, that Bonnie B. Bunting, maybe?
Oh, I don't know. I is not over there tonight.
Yeah. You've got hot pockets, right? Okay. Whichever you want. Go ahead
I
and
got
put
to
the
figure out
hamburger
what
in the
to do
fridge,
for the
man.
rest of the week.
So we'll have burgers tomorrow.
Chris, just shake them up good and put them in the molds and freeze them. That's what we did for my father-in-law because he refused to drink them. But if we would freeze them, he thought they were ice cream, so he would eat them.
If you make the burgers tomorrow, you can make them on the grill.
That's what I told my sister to do for her husband as well, to get more protein in him.
I'll take some out for me because I don't want to eat all that cheese in the morning.
Joe, do you have a good recipe for popsicles from protein shakes?
No.
I would just pour them into ice cream molds, in the popsicle molds. Pop stick in
Yeah.
there, freeze.
Maybe I'll have some yogurt. I don't have anything at all. Since you're right there, Zach, you see there's how much yogurt I've got left in there? Keep digging.
Yummy made. Homemade meatloaf, baked potatoes, and a can of cream corn. It's all good except for the cream. I don't eat cream vegetable. No, thank you.
Yeah, Zach loves this cream corn.
My dad loved cream corn. I'm just not a fan. I love corn, just not cream corn.
Yeah, he'll eat regular corn too, but he likes the cream corn better.
It's a texture thing for me.
Mm.
Oh, definitely. I love homemade meatloaf.
Me too. Somebody make some and send it to me. I'm the only one here that eats it.
You know, I could make meatloaf tomorrow. Leave directions for him to cook it.
Yeah, because you complain about him all the time. Oh, he gets you out of there quick. Not tonight. Mm, okay. If you are you making ice? Uh, okay.
Tammy, it took me over 20 years to get a decent meatloaf. Now I've got it down pat, but it took me 20 years to get it right because I didn't
Oh,
make it very often. And my husband's not the greatest. If you put food in front of him, he eats it, tells you it's good.
behave. He goes, "Wow, you're a slow learner." Since it took you 20 years to get it right.
White rice, green beans, and rolls. Had a lemonade, and he squeezed hot barbecue, honey barbecue sauce on the rice. Yum.
Just behave, Jackie. Not nice. You are behaving.
Behave.
Well,
Behave.
I put it nicely.
he said that was putting it nicely, what he said.
Oh, okay.
You're a slow learner.
I am kind of a slow learner sometimes.
Well, 20 years, you know.
And well,
I'm
what it
gonna.
was is I'm not a huge fan of meatloaf, or did used to be.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the times I would do things for my sister, and she goes, "Oh, here, I'll give you this." I said, "No, I'll tell you what." I said, "How about I just get the ingredients? You come over and make Bill a meatloaf, and we'll be even." So for years, she was making the meatloaf.
Oh, wow. Sugar diamond.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna try a meatloaf in the crock pot.
Tammy, I'm going to tell you what I've told everybody else. The difference between a good cook and a not good cook is practice. Well, that's great. Trey went to Golden Corral last Sunday night as a birthday occasion, and I love Golden
That's
Corral.
where it was, Golden Corral. I'm trying to figure out the name of it.
Yeah, that's we have to go over to Iowa for that. It's over an hour. Hmm. Golden Corral? Uh-uh.
It is not
Not
as cheap to eat there as it used to be, though. Of course, nowhere is.
They used to have a Ryan's over there. Those all closed. I know. Hmm. You want to be over to me?
Yeah, there's.
Strawberry?
I had no idea.
You need to be any more noisy.
Look, check it over here now.
No, that's gross. I don't even know what it is.
I didn't have a live Taffy, unless she was talking about earlier. You can do a rewatch on it. And I wasn't here much for that one. I was in and out because I was like,
No, no, about like that. Yeah, you've been fed.
Oh, yes.
She's not. She had wet food this morning, and now she's got dry food in the bowl. You're done.
no, that's Taffy. And yeah, you can do it. She has the replay up. I ain't drinking no snake blood, Larry. Ew. I don't care if it is alcoholic.
Hey, TDR, how's it going?
Okay, dear. Hey,
I-
everybody in the chat.
There's TDR. Hi, TDR. I had to scroll up.
Well, he started a show at 8. There we go.
I honestly prefer buffets because you can get a little bit of everything, but not a whole lot of anything. That's why I like Chinese buffets. Ooh, I could stop and get Chinese on the way home.
The only problem with Chinese buffets, you can't take any home because you're hungry in an hour.
Oh no, I eat Chinese. I'm stuffed for the rest of the day.
Wow, that's crazy over there. I guess there's a gift card supposed to be given away off who won it and everybody's saying, give it to me, give it to me.
TDR says he stopped by
Okay.
to deliver some of the goodies Jenna was leaving on your cars, John and Jessica. Hurry back, Trey.
What? Man, I didn't know that. Well, see, we're supposed to have a theater tonight. Thanks. I saw one come through. TDR. It was I had one come through. Joe Cola. Joe Cola subbed to me. I'm gonna go thank him after though. Thanks for promoting us over there. I seen that. Oh, we had a couple good friends here. You got to go check out their show. They're really cool people.
Woo woo. Yay. Bye, I can touch this. And then.
You know, you know, TDR. You're not supposed to lie to your patrons though. Just throwing that out there.
Yes, tender and juicy, Gray. Okay, TDR, you have a good evening. I may pop over there later on.
Yeah, me too. I'll be
Turn
over later.
the TV on, or turn the live on the TV in the bedroom and fall asleep. I do like being able to do having the what the heck's that thing called again, Joe? The Roku.
Yeah,
That way I can watch YouTube videos in bed.
yeah,
Very often, but if I can't sleep, it's better than sitting there staring at the ceiling.
yeah.
And Jesse's got again.
It's good.
Hey, Tracy. Oh, excuse me.
Dairy Queen or McDonald's.
I think I need more coffee in my bloodstream.
I'm in Jeffrey.
Hey, Trace.
Third day in a row, I'm on my third cup of coffee today. I have cut back mostly because I was busy doing stuff and it kept getting cold. I do not like cold coffee. Gross. And I don't like it microwave because it makes it taste burnt. Because, yeah, John, I have to have boiling hot coffee. Crap. I gotta get my thermos out too so I can take coffee with me to training because their coffee sucks.
Okay, so what doesn't make sense though is you think that microwaving your coffee makes it taste burnt. Was when you microwave your coffee, it heats from the center out, so it wouldn't burn at all.
It gives it a burnt flavor to me.
There's nowhere for it to get burnt on.
You can burn things in the microwave.
Ow.
But yeah, I like my coffee. I like my coffee so hot that all you can do is just barely sip at it, and then by the time it gets cool enough,
So how do you have how do you have taste
the rest of the
buds?
cup.
How do you have taste buds then?
not to mention the bad word, but I have not had any sense of taste since I got COVID. I have periods, brief periods when I can taste food and things. Then I have very little taste buds, and I can't smell a lot of things anymore. And for the people who says it's not real, yeah, it is.
Wow.
But to get this, it did. We don't know about Anthony, obviously, because he can't tell us. But Bill had COVID way worse than I did, but he didn't have any other than when he was literally sick. He's had no loss of taste or smell like I did.
My brother had that lost of taste and smell when he had it, but not anymore.
I have never recovered it. It's briefly. I will have once in a while, and I get all tickled, and I'm like, "Oh my god, I can smell stuff today!" And 2 hours later, it'll be gone again. Jeanette's finishing up hat. Yes, John. See, I grew up without a microwave, and I'm sure you probably did for most of your life. When we got my parents, me and Bill, for their anniversary one year, bought them a microwave because they had never had one. My mom passed away. My dad put a donut in the microwave for 30 seconds to warm it up, went outside to do something, came back to a house full of smoke because he put the donut in there for 30 minutes. Back to a donut briquette. And he was like, I didn't think you could burn things in the microwave.
Oh, yeah.
My first foray with a microwave, I didn't know you were supposed to poke holes in things that you put in the microwave. I was working at the truck stop and literally blew the hot dog. It like dented the microwave. It put a dent when it blew up. It went sideways and it put a dent in the microwave. And
wow.
They're looking at me and she goes, "Don't you know how to use the microwave?"
Wow.
And I was like, that's the first one I ever saw. Yep, so I had to learn to use the microwave. Hey, if you've never had something, how do you know? When I left home, I had to learn how to use a dishwasher because the dishwashers were us. Never lived in a house with a dishwasher.
I'm trying to think when we got a microwave. I remember as a kid using a stove for hot dogs and, popcorn and things like that.
Yeah, we didn't have all this fancy stuff.
So I don't know when we got one.
Yeah, we learned we learned how to use the stove. I can't remember when I learned how to use the microwave. I think we got the microwave in '86.
And we had it before that, I think. I don't know, when did they come out?
I was in high school when we got our first microwave.
I don't know. I know we had one. Because that's how Dad is and was. He's stuck in
Sarah, I will not put
everything.
food in the microwave from raw. I will warm food up in the microwave, but that I do not cook in my microwave. Sister does that, but I'm not a fan. I just soon cook it on top of the stove. It's what I know. It's easier for me. And honestly, I mean, like yesterday, I made all that yesterday. The pork steaks and mashed potatoes and corn. I had dinner ready in 20 minutes. Which my sister was like, "How did you do that?" And I was like, "On the stove." She was sitting there watching me. She goes, "I don't know how you cook things like this." I told her, "Cooking it all. I put it in the pans and stove did the cooking."
I was going to make green beans tomorrow.
Hey, Jess.
Did you attack you?
Jess isn't here. Oh, Jess. Jessie.
Okay, good night.
All right, Jeanette. Good night, Jeanette.
Sorry, I'll shut up.
Take
now.
care as well. Another basket done. Wow, Angela. Get her fast.
Hmm? Oh, he's probably not again.
Sleep good. Anthony
Mm.
went to bed.
No, when do you work next?
Off for 4 days.
You're out for 4 days? Okay.
Hi, Angela.
Then
Welcome in.
what about you? You Sarah and Eric? No? Okay. When I go, do you want to go?
No,
Okay, you just mentioned wanting to go see Eric, so I didn't know.
yeah, I don't want to go.
You just don't want to go see Grandpa.
I feel like a dead same.
There's times I don't want to either, Zach. There's nothing wrong
I
with
feel like
that.
a damn slave down there. Doesn't make me want to go.
Yeah, he's
I
running.
understand that, but
He's run everybody off and stuff, so that's
You're
on
gonna get you
him.
high again. Then you won't even know it.
What that?
they worry about me.
Yeah, he's running everybody else off.
I love them dearly, but I can't stand them.
Yeah, Pat doesn't even hardly go over right now.
Zach, honey, your feelings are always valid.
Yeah,
It's how
you
you
feel how you feel.
Well, I feel like a dick, though. I really do.
What you
don't
shouldn't.
don't
You
feel
feel
that
how
way.
you feel. One day you may love him to death, and the next day you just want to take his cane and whack him upside the head. That's just how like, okay, okay, maybe not how you feel, but sometimes how I feel when I'm down there.
Oh, that's how I feel every time.
But
I
and
tell how it is, but I don't do it because I love them.
oh, I tell him.
We all feel that way about family members sometimes, Zach.
Whatever you feel at any given time, there is nothing wrong with that. Nothing, because what you feel is what
Isn't
you
it weird to
feel.
love somebody when you can't stand them?
No,
Yes, honey, it is possible.
he asked if it was weird. No,
We're we've all been married, or we're all married at one time, so we know exactly what you're talking about.
yeah,
Okay, fair enough.
yeah, yeah. I mean, it's all. Yeah,
It
but
is
there's nothing
what it is.
wrong with how you feel, Zach, ever. So don't ever think there's something wrong with how you
I would
feel.
love to go see Eric, but I just don't want to see him. I just don't.
Well, we could make a quick stop day visit and go pee or whatever, and then
All
go.
right, well, I am willing to do that sometime.
You need to find out how many vacation days and stuff you have.
When we're having our next meeting, I'm going to talk to Yolanda about that, see what we can figure out.
If you
Man,
also
never have
are you getting hug days off?
Haven't asked about that yet.
You better put that in.
I didn't put it in too early, though, is what they tell me. They said 2 months, no more than that.
Women's hug days, August.
As in August, yeah, as end of August, beginning of
Okay.
ass end of August.
So in June, end of June.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I got another crochet pattern question for you.
Okay.
And we're waiting for a magic show sometime, Zach.
Huh?
Magic show sometime soon.
Maybe.
Oh.
Okay, listen carefully. Listen carefully. Rows 6 to 9. So 3 rows. Chain one double crochet in each stitch to end, then turn.
Okay.
19 stitches. Okay, so 19 stitches across. Then it says 6 to 9, one double crochet in each stitch to end, 14 rounds of 19 stitches. How do I end up with 14 net rounds of 19 stitches when I'm only stitching rows 6 to 9?
How many? Wow. Oh. Okay, that's not possible. That's a miswritten pattern because 1 through
So it's
6,
second miss
6 to 9, that would still be 9 rows.
3. Exactly. So there's the second misprint of the same pattern in the
Yeah,
same book at the same
be
time.
surprised. Yeah, sometimes not all patterns are well written. I have come to learn that the hard way.
But
If
I've never come across any of the patterns we get on, in any of the patterns we get online or on Facebook. They're all right. I've never had any problems with those ones. This is a paid pattern through a book, magazine, and second typo in same pattern.
it's not a typo, it's just they wrote it wrong. But like the creator wrote it wrong. Because that's what they go by when they print it. But it also, the editor should have caught it and said,
Well,
huh.
technically, it would be a typo though.
And they should have had testers that caught it and said, hey, you need to fix this. That's also another reason why I will trend towards video tutorials rather than written patterns, because even if they missay what they're doing, you can see what their hands are doing and figure it out on your own. Hey, Lydia, welcome in. Angela, did I say hello to you?
Love you.
Love you.
Love you.
Yeah, he's
Okay,
having
what's
some
an
depression.
HTR?
HTR.
HTR.
Half treble. Because the TR is
Maybe.
treble.
What about shopping? Move anyway.
It doesn't
Maybe
say.
an info.
Andrew called and talked to me for like an hour this evening. I said, what do you need? He said, nothing, just wanted to talk to you. Like, cool.
That's nice.
It is very nice.
I used to do that with Mom. Like Sunday evenings, about 6:30, 7 o'clock. That was our time for our phone call every week.
No, he said he needed to go to the grocery store Saturday, but that's because I asked him when we need to go to the store the next time.
Mm. That was our time to talk, and everybody knew. I get Dad, leave her alone because we're talking. That's our time. You know, so there's sometimes I still pick up the phone to call her.
Honestly, by the time my mom passed away, I was just starting to have a relationship where we could have normal conversation, without.
Mhm.
And we were where she was calling me at least every day in the evenings and talking before the kids went to bed.
Yeah, I mean, we talked throughout the week too, but Sundays was the main day. And sometimes she would call, when Dad was just being an ass, making her cry and stuff, because she was going through chemo, so she was sick all the time. You know how chemo does. He would call her from the back room to ask her what she was fixing for dinner. He was getting hungry, and here
Because
she is.
the
Here
best,
she is, and here she is in the front room over a bucket. So she would call, just crying and everything, and so I went down there. Put a stop to that shit right now.
I told Bill he doesn't now get this. Bill does not know how to text. He refuses to learn,
Oh
but
wow. Okay.
hates to talk on the phone. What the cat?
Cat trying to get in the window? Trying to get out of the window?
No, he's up in front of he was playing with my dowel rods. Bill got me some dowel rods when he went to Home Depot for my pegboard. He was up there slapping them
Mhm.
with his paws. I was trying to figure out what I was hearing, and when I turned around, I seen he was up in front of the TV. My cats like to sleep behind our TVs for some reason. I'm assuming it's because of the heat. That TV hasn't been on in 3 days, so there's no heat. He's just an ass. I mean, frankly, he's just an ass.
But anyway, he refuses to text.
Oh, yeah. And I told him, I said, you ever text me from another room to ask me something? I said, I'm going to kick your ass for being that lazy. I don't know how to text. So, I was sitting in here And I decided I wanted a cup of coffee, so I texted him, asked him to get me a cup of coffee. He's like, what the hell? He's like, get up, get your own coffee. I was like, no, I want you to go get my coffee.
He could use
Well, it's like
the voice to text. He could use his voice.
He won't do it.
Mm.
He said it's unnatural. You're supposed to talk on the phone.
Welcome back, Chris.
same room and they're texting.
I watched my son and his friends one night sit for 3 hours on my couch, shoulder to shoulder, texting back and forth to each other instead of just turning their head and talk. I was like, why don't y'all just turn your head like this, just that little bit, and speak to each other? Well, it's easier this way.
Wow.
I was like, okay. I said, so you're discussing something you don't want me to hear? And they're like, no. I was like, then talk, because y'all are driving me
because
insane.
you can be secretive. Because you can be secretive and
No, it's just annoying. I'm sorry.
I didn't say hi to everybody in chat.
hey, Liz.
So hi. I'm just going back to what I can see. Mary and Susie and Chris K, Connie, Greg, Herb.
I don't know if Connie's still in here because
okay, but I'm just what I can see. Larry.
TDR is not in here, and Jess is not a real. She doesn't watch a lot of movies or hasn't. But we can ask her when she comes back.
Oh yeah. So Jessica has watched maybe like 8 movies her entire life.
Yeah.
Okay, so
she's learning about movies.
Heard about the Lost Boys. She's heard of the Breakfast Club.
No, it's a good movie.
She's watched Lilo and Stitch movies.
I think I've seen all of the Disney movies. Every single
will
one.
Be like. So that's what she said. So she knows the line. That's what she said, but she never watched The Office.
I've never watched The Office.
Me either. Chris K, you're saying someone sent drawings would it get there in time? I'm guessing you're talking about the protein.
I
don't know.
I'd have to say like 90% of the movies, not slogans, but movie one-liners. You know, I'll be back, right? Like we'll say stuff like that, but she doesn't know what movie they're from.
Yeah, and Greg,
I'm not watching TV, TDR.
And Greg had said that he came here to crochet, but I was just talking about toast, ice cream, and Cobra chicken. Okay.
Well, yeah, you might have met her over the driving because it was just something that
Jeanette left.
She watches hockey.
Gypsy, hello.
But I don't think she's ever watched The Goons.
The Goons or The Goonies?
The Goonies.
Yeah, Goonies.
What's that hockey movie? No.
Mighty Ducks.
Or not,
Youngblood.
Not The Goonies.
The hockey movie?
No, yeah, Youngblood.
Youngblood. Yeah, that was good too.
What's the other one with the Hanson brothers? Slapshot. I don't think she's ever watched Slapshot with Paul Newman.
Mighty Ducks.
I don't know if I've seen Slapshot. I don't know.
What day does she not live stream?
They're cutting out.
We're on every day.
Pretty much every day.
Unless John's go to work out of town, then sometimes he won't go live.
Yeah, we're on pretty much every day. So we're on our
channel.
Unless I'm working. Yeah.
Or sometimes,
So
like holidays and things like that.
I'm on Monday nights. She's on Tuesday with her. She's on Thursday with her crochet show. I'm on Friday with my bingo, and Saturday with my wood show, and then. But we're usually together. She's my main mod, so we're pretty much always on.
And
I
sometimes
was
when
raised
you're
by
done,
TV and
you-
the Brady Bunch, the Partridge
yeah.
Family cartoons. My parents, but we were always out of the house. Figure that one out. We
We
grew
would
up
watch.
watching too much TV, but we were always out of the house.
We watched TV in the evenings, but we weren't allowed to watch TV during the day other than Saturday morning cartoons. Oh wait, and Mr. Cartoon after
Like we were
school.
allowed to watch.
What was it? USA Cartoon Express.
Yeah, I
I used
remember.
to
So
love it.
Sunday night was Disney, Mutual of Omaha's Wild Kingdom, and Disney was Sunday night, and then the rest of the week was like we had to sit down and watch the news, and then we had to sit down and watch MASH, and then Remington Steele,
And
Dallas.
the
Chris,
Odd Couple. Always had to watch the Odd Couple.
Chris K. Okay, you're referring to the meatloaf. You put it in. I don't know if you can put dry ice in the mail. Um, if you
Dun, dun,
froze
dun, dun.
and then did that, mail takes a couple of days.
No. You
You dry ice it, you
can
overnight
put
it.
dry ice around it.
Yeah, if you overnight it, yeah, it would be fine. But that would cost, a bit.
What do you already had your treat.
Marsha.
You can come
But
in here
yeah,
and lay down today.
if it was overnighted, yeah, it should be fine.
You're wet.
Well, I'll just put something together for her, but I understand she might be able to understand. Yeah, she's probably gonna do a birthday show on the 20th. So 20th is Tuesday. But I'm pretty sure she'll probably do a birthday show either on the weekend, probably 17th, 18th.
So I got everybody's stuff mailed off. Now I just gotta mail your stuff off, John.
I remember getting home after school, watching The Electric Company, Sesame Street, Flintstones at noon.
See,
I remember.
growing up, we just had channel 313 and 833. If you wanted to watch Sesame Street, you had to watch it on 33. And we didn't have cable until 1978, I think is when we got cable. We were the first people on our street to get cable.
I remember Sunday mornings before church, I was usually the first one ready. And me and one of the boys would be sitting there watching Lost in Space, waiting for everybody else to get ready.
Oh, yeah, Land of the Lost.
That was Lost in Space is when I used to watch them.
Battlestar Galactica.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I saw
we
that.
watched that. Do not like the new one with the women. I'm all for, women's lib and all that jazz, but no, they ruined that show trying to make it all women.
Well, it's like when they came up with a female Doctor Who. Like, what the hell's that?
And
I
the
didn't
female
know that was a
Ghostbusters.
new one. I don't remember the name of the show, but he went back in time to fix things that needed to be fixed.
Oh, I know
Quantum Leap.
exactly what you're talking about.
Quantum Leap, yeah. I don't
Yeah,
like the new ones at
Quantum Leap.
all. I don't like the new ones. Yeah, I don't like the new ones at all.
No, the remake. It's the remake of Miami Vice sucked.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes they just need to leave shit alone.
Yep.
I'm waiting for them to remake The Incredible Hulk.
No. Well, I mean, they have through the movies.
Yeah, they
No, I'm talking
remade it
about
like
the
a
series.
TV
I'm
show.
talking about the,
They'll,
yeah,
they'll never there'll never be another Lou Ferrigno. I don't even know who they would put in there. Like, can you see them putting Batista in there as the Hulk?
Not
no.
not the same at all.
No, it wouldn't be the same. Like Lou Ferrigno is the only Hulk ever was.
Yeah.
Mutual of Omaha's Wild Kingdom. Now that was our favorite night move.
Jesse for Jessica's fluffy coffee. Frick, I can't remember how she makes it. Instant coffee, freaking heavy cream, and blend it.
It's 1 cup of boiling water, 1 tablespoon of coffee, 1 cup of cream. Or no, you whip that until it's fluffy, and then you put the whipped cream on top of it and mix it in. Oh, and
And then put it over ice, I think.
I think she said a cup of sugar. Was it a cup of sugar?
That's a lot of
Okay.
sugar for one
Yeah,
drink.
that's a lot of sugar. I'm not
No,
sure
but
on the sugar.
it's a lot of it's a lot of coffee though. Like
Yeah,
she gets she gets 3 cups out of that little bit of coffee that she makes up though.
yeah. Captain Caveman.
Oh,
No, you got to say it right. You got to say it right.
Caveman.
Exactly.
Yeah, I did that. Used to get yelled at for it. Knight Rider is another one I love to watch. Jake and Fat Man. Columbo. I did watch Mr. Ed. I did like Mr. Ed because I thought
I never. I know what Mr. Ed is, but I've never seen it. I've seen bits and pieces.
you need to go
So-
find your episode and watch it. It's hilarious.
Well, I've seen bits and pieces, so I know what it is. I just never sat there and watched the whole thing.
So Mr. Ed was a horse of course, but he was a talking horse, and his name was Mr. Ed.
Yes. And his name was Mr. Ed.
And he used to say, Wilbur.
I liked watching the Little Rascals.
I Dream of Jeannie.
Okay, Elizabeth says, I've only been to British Columbia. Are you in the west of Canada? My cousins are in Vancouver Island. So they'd be on Vancouver Island. I lived at northern Vancouver Island from 72 to 74 at CFS Holberg, and then moved to Victoria, capital, for 75 to 77, and then moved out to Ontario from there. Currently, I'm in Grand Prairie, Alberta, which is northern Alberta.
Are you going to stay there for a while?
Well, I've been here, 12, 14 years now.
I
This is
just,
the longest.
you moved around a lot. I'm just
Like
wondering.
this is the longest place I've stayed ever in my life. Well, I also own a house now, right? So
The Courtship of Eddie's Father and My 3 Sons was other good ones.
What does you want? 8 is enough?
I still watch 8 is Enough. I watch it on YouTube TV. I go back and watch it.
since Jessica's not
I was never a Gumby fan.
Trey says,
No.
since Jessica's not reappearing soon, I'm leaving your live stream now. Y'all have a good night. I'll return next time. All right, Trey.
All right,
But she
You have a good night. Oh, there's Jess.
might be. Oh, there she is right there. Look at that.
See, she was hiding and watching this whole time.
Yep.
Oh, we sound so fancy. Jessica, Jess wants to know what you put in your frothy coffee. Like how you make it. What's your recipe for it?
Instant coffee, water, and sugar.
How much sugar?
Yeah, but how much of each?
Equal parts. Equal.
Equal.
Equal parts
So
of sugar
1 cup.
to the coffee.
One, whether it be teaspoon, tablespoon, or 1 cup. 1 cup equal of coffee, sugar, and water.
What about cream? No creamer in there? Do you put heavy whipping cream in there?
Well, based upon taste.
Okay, TDR wants to know what movies you like because he has a week of birthdays.
Ugh. I don't know. I've been very movie deprived. So,
You told him.
You got to surprise you with some classics, though.
What are some movies you'd like to see that you haven't seen?
all of them.
Sure.
No, I promise. Like, no, I'm very
Dirty
movie
Dancing.
deprived. As it, I've seen it. My favorite is
The
coming out.
Leprechaun.
Goonies. Gremlins.
I've seen the Goonies. Like,
But
honestly, like,
what about
very
Gremlins?
limited, but Gremlins, yes. Oh, man, allergies are getting me.
TDR, you should get Gargoyles.
Have you seen Friday the 13th?
Well,
Christmas.
yeah.
Christmas Vacation.
No.
Nope, never seen it.
Shitter's fault.
Halloween.
Don't watch it, Jess. You'll never
What?
get
Never seen it.
back of your life.
I have
Oh.
moose eggnog cups. I have the moose head
I
eggnog cup.
hated that movie, and I hated Caribbean Vacation too. I hated both of them.
Oh, I liked them.
Never seen them.
I got
No,
Wally World eggnog cup. Wally World eggnog cups. I have those downstairs.
And believe it or not, I don't like A Christmas Story.
Yeah.
Never seen it.
Don't.
You don't. Yeah.
I triple dog dare you to put your tongue on the pole.
Oh,
I triple dog
Oh,
dare you to put your tongue on the pole.
okay. Yes. Okay, yes, Ralphie. Yes.
Do you like scary movies?
Yeah.
Elizabeth?
I love 80s
Oh,
scary movies.
So have you seen Halloween, Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street? You seen all those?
No, not all of them.
classic Hellraiser.
Mm-mm.
Pumpkinhead.
I've
Texas
never seen
Chainsaw
Hellraiser.
Leprechaun.
Never seen it.
Yeah,
Never
Leprechaun.
seen it.
Yeah, Leprechaun.
I've never
Elizabeth,
seen it.
That'd be,
my favorite movies.
Critters.
Critters, yeah. Have you ever seen Critters?
No.
That'd be a one for you to watch. Critters.
Maximum Overdrive.
Oh, that's a good movie.
Dang,
You
yeah.
have never seen Maximum Overdrive?
Oh my
TJ,
god.
put that on the list, please. She needs Maximum Overdrive and Critters.
I promise I'm very movie deprived. Like, I haven't, no. I was forced outside.
Have you seen Goonies?
Lawnmower Man.
I've seen Goonies. No, Goonies, yes. Lawnmower Man, no.
You're the only other person I know that has seen that movie.
What? Lawnmower Man?
Lawnmower Man. I love that movie.
I got it on
Yeah,
VHS. I got it on VHS.
Pet Cemetery.
That's
Have you seen it?
I've never seen it. No, however, I know it's Stephen King, but I've never seen it.
Puppet Masters is another good one, but only
Never seen
it. Puppet Master. I liked all of them.
I promise I'm very movie. I am very deprived. I've not seen half this shit.
You have to take her and just sit her down for like 4 days straight and give her all the fancy coffees she needs.
Watch movies, yeah.
Give her all the fancy coffees and snacks and just sit there and we'll just keep throwing movies at her.
I am deprived. Shut the fuck up. You don't know nothing.
Chris Case is Joby Gillis.
Okay, hold on. I gotta mute.
And Pet Cemetery is a good one. Yes.
Yeah, she is not.
Didn't care for the new one.
It's a good movie, but oh my god,
I've not seen Pet Cemetery.
I cringed at the one part. Oh my god.
The original Jess or the remake?
Oh, you need the original.
You got to watch the original. It's the better one.
Yeah. Yeah, but it just that one part in the movie towards the beginning just got my heart going.
Dreamcatcher is another good one, Jess. That's based on Stephen King.
That's
super good.
I was getting ready to say I read it. Yes, I've read it, but I haven't seen it.
The book was
Powder.
better, but I have to say that was one of the Stephen
I've
King
seen Powder.
movies.
Yeah, Powder was
It was
good.
also good.
Yeah, I've seen Powder.
See,
Yes.
Edward
like you
Scissor
get-
Hands.
when you get your
Yeah.
cube, when you get your
Jeanette.
cube, that brings you to a different reality. It'll set your dreams true. You got to turn the button first, and then push it in.
Yeah. I've been turning that lock and pressing buttons for a long time. So,
What was that one with Robin Williams? Patch or something like that?
Patch Adams. Yeah, Patch
That's
Adams.
good.
That was good.
I've seen him.
What's eating Gilbert Grape?
Like,
That
Yeah,
was
really
that's
good movie.
good.
oh my God, I've seen that. Okay, so
Birdcage.
yes, you name movies that have a purpose or like a reason behind them. I've seen them. But
You seen Birdcage?
hold on.
Everybody should watch Fried Green Tomatoes at least once.
Yeah, I've
Throw
seen
Mama
it.
from the train.
Yes, that's
Also
good.
And the funny thing is I seldom, if ever, watch TV anymore, or movies, or anything.
It sounds like we just sat around and watched TV all the time.
It does, but this was in little bits. I mean, when we lived at home, you imagine 9 people, 1 couch, 2 chairs.
Mm-hmm.
I leaned up against the wall to watch TV.
Mm-hmm.
So, I would get tired of watching TV really quick and then go to my room and read a book. E.T. was a cute movie, yes.
Yeah.
We'll see, but then Drew Barrymore started on that, and then she went to Firestarter.
Firestarter was also a good movie.
Carrie.
Close Encounters of the Third Time. Or Close Encounters, whatever it was.
Batteries Not Included.
Yes, that was cute.
I loved that movie.
Cocoon.
Yep, also a good movie.
One.
See, like you mentioned one movie, and then another movie pops in my head.
Yep. Elizabeth, me and Bill used to do that, but he works 7 nights a week now, so it kind of went out until he retired.
Chris Case's 60 Second.
You mean Gone in 60 Seconds?
I like phone booths.
I don't remember
Yeah,
that
see,
one.
you gotta go with like classic horror films though, like The Birds, Psycho.
The Birds freaking freaked me out for
years. I hate birds.
I did not want to freaking see seagulls at all in my life. Freaking after watching that.
Yeah, I could go my whole life and never see a seagull, and it wouldn't bother me.
Like I seen a flock of seagulls. Like nope. I'm staying in my car.
Children of the Corn.
Time.
Yes, Children of the Corn was also good.
1, 2, and 3. The Omen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Rosemary's Baby.
Exorcist.
It.
Yeah.
the original It.
Mm-hmm.
The remakes just aren't the same though.
I actually watched it while I was pregnant. I don't recommend watching that movie when you're pregnant.
Well, then you got to watch like Alien when Sigourney Weaver had her baby too, right?
Yes.
Remember when Alien first came out, and Renee was watching it, and her Jenny was maybe 3 or 4, and we were all sitting there watching it. And Renee
got no audio.
Alien popped out of his chest to cover her face, and she pulled her hand down.
Yeah.
See the gross stuff.
Mm-hmm. I remember when Alien first came out, and Dad's friend went to go see it at the movies. He said it scared the living shit out of him.
I don't
We
remember
can hear you.
that. Okay.
So
We can hear you, but you can't hear us though, right?
Dad was really iffy on letting me go. I don't know what year that came out. I wasn't old enough to go see it, I'm sure.
Blood Moon.
And so I went with one of Mom's friends, got me in to go see it because it was rated R. And afterwards, this friend was over at Dad. He said, "What'd you think?" I thought, "Oh, it was a good movie. Didn't it scare you?"
Oh,
No.
Chris K, are you talking about? Are you talking about 8 are you talking about 8 millimeter? Oh,
Maybe
that
that's
was a
what.
freaking horror
Yeah.
film.
Now that one I've heard of.
That
Yeah.
was where he processed an 8 millimeter film, which was a snuff film, and then the guys came back to try and kill him, right?
And then, of course, you got Night of the Living Dead.
I didn't like that one.
It was campy, but it was meant to be campy. Uh,
Mm.
oh, hey, Lisa, welcome
Hey,
in.
Lisa.
Chris K said yes, that was the movie she meant, was 8 millimeter.
Okay.
That one I've heard of. I don't know that I've ever seen the whole movie. What was that? Babadook. Babadook is the only horror movie that I've never been able to watch all the way through.
I don't know if I've seen that one.
Oh, God.
TDR, we need that one so I can watch it.
Jaws I like, but I don't do water, so it didn't bother me that much.
What was that
Babadook
one with the?
traumatized
What was
me.
it one with the? What was that one with the zombie Elvis? Hopatep. Remember
I
that?
don't know that.
Zombie Elvis?
Zombie Elvis. I think it was called Hopatep or something like that.
I
Never
don't
heard of that
I
one.
don't know.
Chris K says the Great White Buffalo. I'm not familiar
Call of
with
the
that one.
Wild. How many of you have seen Call of the Wild? That was a beautiful movie.
I have.
I love it. I will watch that over and over again.
Old Yeller.
Oh my
Bubba
God. Yes.
Bubba Hotep.
Okay. I've
Cujo.
never heard of that movie.
And Cujo.
Cujo?
Yeah, Cujo. Lisa, we're talking about old movies or older, like 80s.
You ever seen
Elizabeth.
White Dog? You ever seen White Dog?
Yes.
I've seen Black Dog with Patrick Swayze.
No. This Black Sheep. Oh, it was Black Dog, wasn't it? Yeah, it was Black Dog.
He was a truck driver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Shaun the Sheep. Yeah, that was a good movie.
White Dog is actually it's a racist movie. Really bad.
Mhm.
I actually don't know. I actually don't know a lot of people that actually watched it though.
Elizabeth, when The Exorcist came out in the 70s, my mom went to see it. And kids, because, she made my sister sleep with her because my dad was on the road and she was afraid to sleep alone after she watched the movie. So my sister, you remember the baby doll pajamas with the little shorts and it had the top? And we took a red marker and wrote help on her stomach. And she was just like rolled over. Mom had the light on doing something and she just like gradually pulled her shirt up. Mom turned around, started screaming her brains out. And we were all in the hallway laughing at her. What can I say? Yes, Dirty Dancing was an awesome movie.
Chris K says Bubba Hotel,
Hotep,
maybe?
yeah.
No,
Hotep.
Bubba Hotep.
Bubba Hotep. That's what I mentioned.
Oh, okay. And then Humps, I'm guessing. I don't know.
Porky's.
Porky's.
Porky's Revenge.
Yes.
Well, all of those. They were hilarious. Larry says I have 2 wooden rings I'm working on trying to make. Well, cool. I've been working on a hat, but then I frogged it because the crown was too big.
Yeah, mine's I'm gonna have to try a bigger hook. It's also going to be frogged.
Yeah, so I went down to the crown where I thought it would be okay, and we're trying it again. If it doesn't work, it's going to be a freaking bowl or a basket.
I'm not sure this yarn is the best yarn to make a hat with. It was that really multicolored one I told you about. It is super hard to see the stitches in this with all those different colors so close together. So it may be a knitting machine yarn.
I think that sometimes the blanket yarn is hard to see stitches.
Yes. Yes. Cover story. I got to remember that tomorrow. I'm going to get 2 more of those giant cakes to make a blanket. Got 1. I think 2 more do it. Yes, American Pie.
I wasn't big in the whole American Pie series. It was just
I've never
this
seen
one
it.
time. This one time at band camp.
Yep.
Mhm.
What type of thing? Yeah.
Lisa B is working on crocheting a black hat. Awesome.
Have
I'm
fun.
using the green square
Keep
yarn for this hat. It's the black, gray, and it's not really white. It's kind of cream colored.
a
Tan.
hat tutorial in the round.
With a rim or a brim, Elizabeth.
If you're wanting hats, go to Bag O' Day. She's got a
And yeah,
ton,
Candy Bay
a
was good as
ton
well.
of them.
Yeah, go check out Bag a Day.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Bag a
she's
Day of
got
Fiber Spider.
I think she has a couple tutorials with brims, doesn't she?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. She's got quite a few with rims. She's where I learned to make a hat. Because I was like, well,
I've been
you
to choir
know,
camp as a teen
With
and have done wild
yeah, the
stories.
brain.
yeah, because before Bag O' Day, all I knew was single crochet and chains. And that's where I started learning more, just watching her and
Yeah,
then
I'm
I
sure if
saw
there's
her.
a type of hat,
I'm,
you'll find a tutorial on Crystal's page.
I saw a back to basics beanie from her, and I was like, well, it can't be that hard. So it worked. And I'm like, okay.
She's just a
You guys,
really good.
you guys remember Legend with Tom Cruise? I think Tom Cruise was like 16 years old. It's like one of his first movies, and the guy from Tim Curry. Tim Curry played the double. Tim Curry was double. Tom Cruise was like the one knight in shining armor.
It sounds
Oh,
kind of familiar, but
Labyrinth, classic.
Yes, I love Labyrinth.
The Outsiders. I love that movie.
The Stand is my all-time favorite Stephen King movie. I have watched that movie probably close to 170 times.
Oh
I read
wow.
the book probably about 60 times.
I'm like the way with the movie and the book, The Outsiders.
Yeah, The Outsiders was good.
And when Zach, when he was in high school, he had to read the book and answer all these questions. And he read this several chapters, and he was having trouble because he couldn't remember or find this one question. I was like, well, what is it? And he whatever it was, he, and asked me the question. I was like, well, that's right here's the answer. I just knew it right off the top of my head.
How many
So then
gangs were in the final battle?
he started reading me all these questions that he had for his book, and I was like, no. You read the book and answer, and I will help on occasion, but you need to read it and no, that's your job. I did my time in school. I'm not doing it again.
First movie I cried at and still cry at is Taps.
Yeah,
Yes.
that was so good. Hi, Jeff.
Huge cast of characters that nobody would,
Yeah, I like Navy SEALs too, though. I like that and
Thing.
yeah,
Thing.
Kurt Russell. Wasn't he in a thing? Kurt Russell?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Oh, I thought that's who was in that one.
No, you're right. He was in the thing.
Okay. Chris K, The Hunt for Red October. I did see that one. We're just talking movies, Jeff, like 80s.
Yeah, Elizabeth, go check out Pammy over at Be Creative Crafts. She's got some cool hats over there.
Yeah. And Fiber Spider does too.
Yeah, go message Pammy. Pammy, John said come over and see you. You got some cool hats. So know who you're talking about.
Poltergeist.
Mm-hmm.
Silver.
Yeah. Silver Bullet, yeah.
Yep.
Was that
Creepshow.
was that Gary? Was it, now Silver Bullet, was that Gary Busey or Nick
Yes.
Nolte?
That's Gary Busey.
Yeah, okay, I couldn't remember.
The Fog, the original Fog. They have a remake of The Fog, and it's okay, but the original The Fog was way scarier.
In the Mist.
Yeah.
Jeff says I just got through watching The Italian Job 2. It's a great movie. Never heard of that one.
The
Pammy's
House.
channel is B Creative Crafts.
Wolfen.
What?
Wolfen. You remember Wolfen?
Yes.
American Werewolf in London too.
Yep.
Yeah. Drone.
Yeah.
That one was set, I believe, in Canada somewhere.
House.
Do you want to play a game? Let's play thermonuclear. What was it? Thermonuclear war games. War games. Cloak and Dagger. Movies that would not go over good nowadays is like movies like Blazing Saddles. Like any Gene Wilder movie, right? Young Frankenstein.
Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
The generation now would not get any of those jokes. They'd be like,
No, they would not.
That's racist.
You like the movies that had Richard Pryor in him? Was it him that was in it with a lot of movies?
Yeah, Richard Pryor was in Gene Wilder with Gene Wilder.
Yeah, I really love those movies. They were so freaking funny.
Even Steve Martin too.
Yes.
They're shooting the oil cans. They're shooting the oil cans.
Child's Play. How can we mention Child's Play?
I wasn't really big into Chucky though.
Do you know that Chucky was actually based on a true story?
The Good Buddy Dolls.
I've heard that. I didn't know if I should believe it or not.
The Good Buddy Doll wasn't an actual doll, but it was because the girls had Cabbage Patch Kids at the time, and they brought a boy doll for the boys, and it was based on that character there.
Jeff, yes, Willard, that was a creepy movie.
Willard the Rat. I don't know if I've seen that.
Where he had the rats in the basement and they ate his mother.
No, I don't think so. Graveyard Shift. I like that one. Stephen King. Jeff says he wishes they would bring back Stargate. I didn't really get into that one too much.
My sister was a huge Stargate fan.
I liked Sequest.
Oh, I did like Sequest, yes.
Jeff, we saw that, I guess, the Stargate or whatever it was in a drive-in theater, or Willard the Rat. I don't know.
So Chucky was based after My Buddy Doll. So My Buddy Doll, that's the original one, and then Chucky was based after that to be the good guy doll, to become Chucky.
Yeah.
3 years before Chucky came out was My Buddy Dolls. My buddy, my buddy, my buddy, my buddy, and me.
I remember the commercial.
Okay, Jeff says, well, there's a series in the movie, and the movie was Kurt Russell.
Yeah.
So you're talking Stargate?
Yeah, Stargate started out
Soldier.
Okay.
Yeah. Soldier's a good movie too.
I don't know if I've seen Universal Soldier. That's probably not the one you're talking about.
No, that's Universal Soldier was Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Yeah. And then they had another one that had Dolph Lundgren or whatever his name is.
Dolph Lundgren.
You got it right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yes.
The Saw is family.
That whole movie, I kept yelling at those girls, "Why are you hiding in the shed with all the sharp implements, you idiots?"
You do that too?
Yes. I'm
Don't
like,
get in the
no,
car.
don't be there.
Don't get in the car. You know the damn thing's not going to start.
Or why are you going in the basement? Everything bad always happens in the basement or the attic.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is why I do not have a house with a basement or an attic.
We have a basement, but nobody goes down there. It's creepy.
All basements
Wrong,
Um,
are creepy. I don't even
wrong
care if
turn.
they're finished.
yes, wrong turn is just
You see,
woof.
the wrong turn series?
Oh, those were woof. The same of just like the hostel, I think. The same of it.
Hostel, yeah.
Yeah.
But
And
I'm
and Saw.
I'm pretty sure Wrong Turn was based on true stories too.
Was it really? Oh, that was creepy and it's like ugh. Chris K said my brother made my buddy talk to my son, and my son still hates him. And then Jeff says my old girlfriend was into the blood and gore stuff, and I saw that double dating at the drive-in theater. Chris K says both doll and brother, and then Jeff says where it grew up, all we had was two back-to-back drive-in theater. We didn't really have one. I mean, it was. I mean, we had one, but nobody ever took us when we were kids.
So it says the Wrong Turn horror franchise is not directly based on one single real life event, but some elements and aspects were brought into it. The initial story in the 1970s was based on the screenwriter Alan McElroy and his wife got forced into a detour. The Sonny Bean family, the legendary the Scottish cannibal family, it was a real family. Um, the Wrong Turn, the foundation was based on where does it say here? Events that occurred in the real world.
Yeah, because
It's
they
based
have
on
so many wrong turn movies. They got several.
like The Hills Have Eyes too. I think it's based on a true story as
Oh
well.
my God.
Yeah, I haven't seen one in a long
Slumber
time.
Party was another one from back in the 80s that was really good.
What was it?
Slumber Party.
Yes.
Party Massacre.
Yeah. I like the blood and gut movies, you know. Friday
Oh,
13th, Day.
so the Hills Have Eyes is not based on a true story, but it draws inspiration from the same Sonny Bean family
Oh, okay.
from Wrong Turn.
That's very true, Jeff. That stuff makes you feel old. Yep. I remember watching the first Friday the 13th at home because mom let us watch whatever we wanted. And as a kid, it scared the hell out of me. I don't know what year it came out. And I made my
80,
brother go in the bathroom with me so my
83, I think it was.
I was trying to think of the other one. It's The Hills Have Eyes, but there was another one about the mines, and I loved it. Silent Hill.
Silent Hill, yeah. And Chris Case was Deliverance.
Yeah, Deliverance was good.
Deliverance is based on a true story. I'm Gary, Indiana.
Amityville Horror.
Desperation.
I love all the Amityville movies.
Yep. Man, they made 4 wrong turns.
I stopped at 3. Okay, Jeff says he loves those old movies. I usually stay up late on Saturday to watch the good old horror movies on, yeah, whatever that is, something holy. 7, I don't know, some channel.
Pitch Black was another good one.
Okay, Angela says the dots hooks feels good onto my hand, and I love the feel. And I love the feels like butter yarn. I've
But
never
yeah,
tried that one. I've never had dots hooks. I've heard they were good though.
expensive.
Oh, it's me TV. Okay. I have that
Dot,
on my Roku.
dots are cheaper than furls and O-fires,
Mm-hmm.
but they're still up there in price. They're a little more than clover.
You get the whole set for what, 30 some dollars?
Mm-mm.
On dots? I'm pretty sure. I don't get them because I like the larger size hooks and they only go up to a 6.
I,
I
$60.
I watch Grit TV, Jeff. I like
you
the
know what good TV is because God watches it constantly.
Oh, actually, they get a 10-piece set on Amazon for $60. Dots hooks.
The dots? I thought they were a lot cheaper than that. Elizabeth says, Chris, my cousin filmed Deliverance. He was a cinematographer. My mom's relatives all made movies. That's so cool. John Wayne movies and Clint Eastwood.
yeah.
Dad watches, I don't know, I mean, westerns. Just Rifleman is one he watches quite a bit.
Well,
And the other one I sat there and
Clint Eastwood,
watched.
Clint Eastwood spaghetti westerns. Like, there's so many of them though.
Hmm.
Bill is a huge John Wayne and Clint Eastwood fan.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm not a western fan
I like
unless
some
it,
You
westerns and I
you
unless
don't
watch
it,
you,
a while,
you
but
don't got
not.
to be a, you don't got to be a western fan to enjoy Clint Eastwood movies.
and I did like the Lone Ranger. Jeff says Audie Murray.
Murphy.
Audie
Yeah,
Murphy,
yeah, Rifleman.
the rifleman.
I
Yeah,
like Rifleman.
yeah, but once I mean, it's like when I go there and he's watching, it's like this is the same shit I saw the last time I was here.
Uh-huh. That's why Bill watches TV.
You know, and it's like, why don't you watch something different? Like what? Anything? You
It's
know,
like Bill won't
then he
watch.
turned on like Duck Dynasty, and I was like, well, at least it's not a western.
Bill does not like horror films. He does not like horror books. He likes
Hmm.
sci fantasy, science fiction, westerns.
Every which way but loose, yeah. And Jeff says Wagon Train,
Yep.
and his dad knew Roy Rogers, and then Chris K said Every Which Way But Loose. Every which way you can. Is that another one?
Yeah, that's another one. That's the second one, I believe.
Yeah, those are good. I like those.
I think I just TV'd myself out when I was younger, and that's why I don't like TV. And mostly why I don't watch TV now is the commercials. Commercials get on my nerves so bad,
Mhm. Yeah,
That's
and
why
it's
that's why I stream
always
everything.
on the radio.
I got I got rid of cable. I don't know, freaking 20 years ago. I just stream everything now.
yeah, that's what I do. I mean, I have the Roku, but I have like Peacock and other stuff like that. And there's a few commercials, but not like you if you were sitting here watching cable.
Yeah,
And I'm okay with that.
and
Because
see
usually
when
when a
cable
commercial
first
comes
came
on, I
out,
go get a drink or whatever.
it was advertised as advertisement free TV. That was why you were paying for cable, so you didn't have to watch advertisements. So now they're making twice the money. You're paying for cable and they're getting paid. So they're getting your money and then they're getting paid for the advertisement companies.
Yeah, but when you get
Yep.
cable, you may want to watch, a certain show, but no, you have to stream it on this. You have to go buy this streaming thing to watch
Yeah,
these
Well,
like
shows.
the new Walking Dead,
that's why they
only stream.
that's why they came up with that's why they came up with a DVR, so you could just fast forward all the commercials all the time. But it's still pretty annoying. And like even now for Prime TV started putting commercials on, but you can pay $2 a month to get rid of the commercials.
Yeah. Okay, Jeff says, Roy lived about 30 miles from my house, and his adopted kids went to my high school. and brother's good friends with some of the Rogers kids. And then Chris K says, Jessica, you have a good list of
Have a good
movies, right,
movies.
PBR?
They're both gone. They're both not here.
What are you talking?
Now, I used to do that with VHS tapes. Tape something, go off and do
Yep.
something back, and that way I could fast forward through the commercials.
Well, I remember when I was out babysitting and the one of the ladies I used to babysit for, she's like, I need you to film. I need you to tape Dallas tonight, right? Dallas or what was the other
No.
show?
Landing, Falcon Crest.
Yeah, not Knots Landing or Falcon Crest or something like that. Like, so I had to set the VCR. It had to be on the channel. I had to hit record, and then I couldn't change the channel.
So you had to watch it.
No, I did, but I did my homework. Kids were in bed, so I did my homework. Waited for her to get home, right? That's like back when you're trying to tape a song off the radio, waiting for the DJ to shut his mouth. With that one, okay, go.
Yep.
Stop it. Commercial after the song.
Yeah, because I remember when I had cable, I used to DVR a lot. And then when there was nothing on, I could go to see what I had on DVR and sit there and watch it, or listen to it while I crocheted.
I tended, when I first started knitting and crocheting a lot, I tended more towards listening to music, classical music, jazz, rock, whatever I was in the mood for that day.
I used to like MTV, but it actually had music on it.
Yeah, when they had videos.
And then VH1.
Yep, I watched that a lot too.
But now everything's just reality
Trivia.
shit.
What was the first video ever aired on MTV?
I can't remember. I know what it is, but I can't remember. It's been too long. I'm old, John.
The video killed the radio star.
Yes, star. Yeah, and it's true. It was a self-fulfilling prophecy right there.
Yep.
I actually remember watching it. I went to a friend's house to watch it because that's when we lived out on the farm and we didn't have cable anymore.
I used to love pop-up videos. Pop-up video. They were so informative. You learned so much information on them.
Yeah, TV's just not what it used to be.
It's all reality crap now.
Yeah, and I do not like reality shows at all. I don't watch any of them.
Like
I like
honestly,
the
how many?
I do.
Like honestly, how many housewives shows do you actually really need? Like, who cares? I don't care what these housewives are doing.
None. 0. That's how many you need.
Exactly. I know how to be a housewife. I don't need to watch it.
How many bachelor things do you need? 0.
Oh, here's one for you. So they're making a brand new Jersey Shore.
Oh, God.
In Canada.
Then how's it going to be Jersey Shore?
Okay, so apparently there's been like 5 or 6 different Jersey Shores, like takeoffs. So there's a Jersey Shore, there was a Poland, a Denmark Shore, there's one in Germany, there was one in Australia. They're doing a Canadian one now too.
Oh my God!
Why?
Didn't like the original.
Apparently people still watch it. Well, it's like Big Brother. Like Big Brother's got to be the stupidest show around.
My sister,
Survivor,
to watch
Survivor. Like Survivor, even worse. Like honestly, like Survivor's not. You're not there to survive. You're there to win over people's opinion on the game. Otherwise, you get voted out.
Naked and Afraid. I did like watching that one sometimes.
Elizabeth, I am using for the last 4 months. I've had YouTube TV. I don't watch it any more than I watch cable. That's one of the reasons we let cable go, because we never turn the TV on. Let the baby's here, but I got Disney Plus for her, and she likes her YouTube videos. So,
if you have Roku, Elizabeth, you get a lot of free stuff on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Elizabeth, so like there are like depending on like you can get a smart TV. You get a smart TV, it comes loaded up with like Roku and Pluto and Chrome as well. And basically you just you pay for Disney Plus and Netflix, Prime, and then Paramount and Stars and all the other ones that go with them as well. You just cast it right from your phone right to your TV,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yep.
it's all ad free, and you can actually separate between adult and children's shows, so that your children or your grandchildren can actually just go on the phone and just put in whatever show they want to watch.
Yep. Lorelai has her own channels that it's for her profile, and it's only kids shows. That's when we'll literally
It,
as we sit with her.
if you have a smart TV, you probably have Roku on it.
Yep.
If
I know a
not,
lot of them actually came with Roku.
Yeah, but they're not really. It's only
my
like
TV is not a smart TV, and I went to Walmart and just picked up a Roku for $25. Hooked
I
it up to the TV and
started with
just
Roku.
so expensive.
I started with Roku sticks, then I changed to Google Home or Google Chrome, Google Chromecast.
I've never heard of that.
You want local channels? See, the thing is, so okay, so for me, one second, I don't know if I have it on here. I'm pretty sure I do.
Elizabeth here. You can just go to your local channel's webpage, and you can usually watch the live streaming at
Yeah,
like 6 o'clock news or whatever.
so like up here. So when my mother in law comes up here, she watches Calgary news on Global TV. So basically, we download the global news app, and we can watch the Calgary news or Toronto news or Edmonton news or national, right? So that way she can watch the news. Then I can come out to my shop. So when the news is on, I come out to my shop, and I'm out here all night long.
John's out here a lot when his mother-in-law's there visiting or staying
I get
there.
home. I get home. I get home from work, and I get home from work at YNR's on, and I freaking play my video game, and then the news is on. I eat my dinner, and then I'm out here. And by the time I go
Yep.
inside, the bird's in bed, it's nice and quiet in the house. The TV volume is down to a decent 10 instead of a 24.
And you're like, oh, thank God.
But yeah, we got the Roku stick first. The TV I have in here in the craft room is a smart TV, which Bill bought me last year for my birthday. And the one in the living room and the bedroom both have the Roku sticks on them.
Yes, now Zach's TV is a smart TV, but the one in here is not. So I just bought the Roku at Walmart, plugged it in, and you had to register or sign up or whatever. And yeah, and then all my streaming devices they're on the TV, but I also have them on my tablet and my phone.
Yeah, and I
Well,
have
you
one
don't.
like TV news station weather app that I put on my phone, and I can watch the news on my phone as well.
I
Well, you
did
don't
that
really.
because the boys are playing a video game in here. I can put my headphones on and still watch a show.
Oh, you got no safe room or basement because of tornado season.
Yeah,
Where are you at, Elizabeth?
we have the hallway. That's it.
Where are you at again? Oh, Texas. She said, right?
I think so. I think she said Texas.
There's tornadoes in Texas.
Yeah. You never
A lot of tornadoes here. I know that.
Texas tornadoes. It's in a country song somewhere. Can't remember which one.
Faith Hill.
Yeah, Jeff only watches TV late at night, like now.
Uh,
It just depends. I mean, a lot of times, if no one's around or anything, it's quiet here. The boys are playing video games. I may put a show on, or a lot of times I do watch Dateline a lot, because I like those type of shows, and I'll just put that on just for noise and sit here and crochet.
welcome back, Jess.
Do you have volume now?
Elizabeth says, I'm feeling like a dinosaur. I need to learn. Everybody's got to learn sometime.
We're
I
all
miss
dinosaurs.
Jeff. I remember my Atari.
I love Atari.
So basically, what you need to get your grandchildren to teach you how to use your phone and your TV and your computer
Well,
Yeah.
and your tablet.
teach me all of that stuff.
Yeah, they'll teach you it all.
My granddaughter had to show me how on YouTube you can get the chat stream to come up on your TV. You can't answer on it, but you can read the chat stream. I did. She goes, "Yeah, you can do it like this," and I'm like, "Oh, okay."
I thought I replied on the TV before. Maybe not.
Not on my. I can't do it on mine.
I may not have. I don't know. But yeah,
I can do it on mine.
I remember.
Back when I had my Roku set up onto it, I could just type. I could use the keyboard on my phone to type it on the TV to send it off.
I remember.
You can do it like that. I thought she meant on the actual TV. Yeah, I can
I remember sending Mom a text that had, a picture of Zach when he was young, when we first started texting and all that. And she called me and she's like, "Where did it go? I can't find it. It disappeared." Like, oh my God.
lay down and stop.
You can also hook it up to answer your phone on your TV.
No.
Pictures.
You used to be able to do that through DirecTV. I did not like that option.
I never saw that on mine.
Well, the option's there. Just gotta find it.
Yeah, okay. Elizabeth said her grands are only 2.5 and 6 months. I need to beg my sons to help me.
Yeah, that's what I do, Elizabeth. I just call my son with all my tech questions.
And Jeff
says, "Boy, that'd be cool to be on live. You can see what the hell he was like." Jeff, all you need to do is have your chat up on the screen at the same time. We still have to sit down and figure that out. You've never wanted to come back and figure it out with me. You just canceled all your stuff.
Playing Space Invaders. I love Space Invaders. That was probably my favorite game on Atari. Lost Jess again.
Yeah, lost Jess again.
Yeah.
Well, you fine folks, it's about my bedtime.
Yeah.
Yep. I think we're just gonna say have fun with that. I hope you guys had a good night talking about everything else but crochet.
Yeah.
So take care, have fun. We'll see you tomorrow. Well, I'll be here tomorrow night unless I'm working late, but we'll figure it out though. Okay. Take care, have fun. We'll see you later.
Bye, everyone.
Bye. Night.